Yahoo! And I have arisen. Alright. Switch over to game to get things ready. And Whisper is active. Very active.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And I was already ready with the whole avatar thing beforehand.
Hecky. I'm
Sorry,
waiting
man.
for Steam to update now, apparently.
Yeah?
Yep. So Terraria is taking its sweet time. Alright. Things are happening. Brr, 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 brr.
Do 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 do.
Da, da,
Da, da, da, da, da, da, da, da.
da, da. And we are getting that. Eh. Tarara.
Tara ra ra ra.
Tarara.
Ta wa wa wa.
Tarara.
Ta wa wa.
For some reason, my game capture doesn't want to capture it.
Okay, have you tried smacking it?
Not yet.
That's like my answer for everything. Hey, it's
There we
captured.
go. Yay! Is that okay? Yeah, it's that one. Oh, I broke it.
Oh no! Right when it was working. Now it's not working. Oh no!
Oh no!
Whatever will we do?
Well, make it work. That's what we're gonna do.
I even went as far as to actually make my new character look a little bit more like my avatar.
Nice.
Yeah, of course, could not really make a beard super good.
Come on. I know you can see Tarara.
Yeah, because it did it one time, we can do it again. Whoa!
Already gifted a 1 month tier 1 sub to Willow Whisper. Oh my gosh.
Even I didn't see that coming. And I'm the mod.
New.
What happens? Hold on. Sub points goal. What happens when you reach 15?
I get more emotes unlocked, and then I bump up the goal.
That's cool.
Yep. However, that number is very much dependent on when stuff happens. I want the brightest hair.
Check that out. I can at Ari and
Heck
say
yeah.
thanks for the gift sub.
And you know what else? You got emojis again.
That is a that right there is a fact.
I'm pretty sure the emote wall is still active. So if you want, while I'm customizing a new character for this mini series, I don't know, maybe it's mini, who knows.
I think what I find great is that I get a sub gifted to me, and the first thing that happens is I get an ad. Like, the timing.
The timing is great.
of all the things I could get the moment I get a sub, it's an ad.
Alright, create character name. Oh,
Oh my
Ari
gosh!
gifted a tier. Ghost got a tier 1 gifted sub.
Yeah.
Uh,
What?
Ari gifted another tier 1 sub. Oh my gosh. Wait, how many? 10 gifted subs. Ari! Wait, is that the goal?
No, not quite. Actually, it's like right before.
Oh my gosh.
It is literally one short.
It really is.
It is
Ari!
literally one short.
Ari!
That's insane.
Stop it! Stop it!
Alright, I'm drowning over here.
And we've reached our follower goal. Can I
Yup.
even? What am I supposed to do about that, huh?
Set another goal.
Apparently, subscription goal. It hasn't updated here yet.
Yeah. No.
Cookies. There it
I don't
goes.
even-
Start new goal. Well, we're going to 20 then. Oh. Cancel. There we go. Start new
What,
goal.
you're gonna set it to 20, and then Ari's just gonna send 20 more.
Apparently. How many gifted subs, Ari?
How much even is a tier 1 sub? $5? 10? So that's 10 times. That's 50 frickin'
Yeah,
What?
it's $49.90 to do 10 gifted subs.
How do. What?
I'm still hearing dings in my head.
Ah.
I don't know where these dings are coming from, but I keep hearing them. And it keeps making me think she's not stopping.
Well, I don't see any more, so.
Yeah, I don't see any more either.
Maybe it's just that it plays the sound continuously until it's done. Maybe it's like
Apparently.
you have to have. Like, let's see. She gave me one. That was 1. That put it to 4s, which means it was 3 before. 3 to 15 is 12.
My new character name is Fate Streamer Tales.
Okay. Mine is
New-
just Vampire Boy.
Ari, for the 15 tier subs, you get to name the new world.
Quite literally.
And there she goes with 2,700 bits. Ari!
What? Hold on. How do you? How
Crab
much is
Cave.
that?
Crab Rave Cave? Alright. Oh, cap locked.
What?
So basically 2,700 bits is like $27.
So, hold on. To make this okay, to be absolutely clear, 12 subs. 12 subs would be $60. And then 27 on top of that. That's $87. Just dropped.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Ari.
I'm sorry, like just $87.
Also, Whisper, you're slightly blowing out your mics. You need to step it back a little.
Okay.
Alright, Ari, it's your choice now because you won't stop giving me money. Do you want a corruption or a crimson world?
We can do both actually.
How?
If our There's a secret seed.
Well, I'm not interested in that. That sounds like a lot of chaos.
It is. It does come with a little bit other kinds of rewards. Like, there's different things you can find, like,
All right. She declared
particular
random.
potion, random. That's the true Ari chaos right there.
Yep.
It's corruption. It's a corrupt world.
I like the corruption.
Have you even seen the Crimson?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I like
love
them.
the Crimson.
I don't like the monster designs to the crimson. They weird me out more.
Well, they're flesh-based.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like the Crimson ones because it's just the same thing over and over. Not the Crimson, the Corruption. I don't like the Corruption ones. 'cause
And then
they-
Ari just gave 50 bits. Ari gave $50.
Bro.
Oh, right. Steam. Friends. Whisper. Invite to lobby. And then Ari's not online yet, so I can't invite her yet.
Or he'll be here soon. Soon enough. It's all good.
Yeah, we ain't rushing.
Where is Vampire Boy? Here we go. Check it out. I'm already wearing corruption wood armor.
Of course you are. So, the idea of this playthrough is we're gonna take our time a little bit instead of like rushing through the story, I guess, of Terraria. Terraria.
Well, the story isn't made super obvious.
Rush Moonlord? No!
What?
Ari said, Rush Moonlord, question mark?
No! No! Well, unless you're me.
Alright, so it looks like spawn is like right here. So...
I could do it.
I know you
I'm
can.
not going to, but I'm definitely not going to, but I could. Okay, I need to go mining. So I'm gonna go to the right since you're to the left. So
Yeah,
go
right.
Adventure. Actually, grab the mushroom for potion material, or at least something to heal myself. I was gonna try and get a bunch more stuff before stream, but that just, did not happen. Mainly because when I made my prep stream world, I did make a double corruption. It was corrupt and crimson. And
Ooh.
let me just tell you, I got something that I've only ever gotten one time before, and that was the crimson was actually right at spawn. Like, I kid you not.
Huh.
It was just there, waiting for me. Oh
Like-
my gosh.
See, I think it's...
Let's see.
Alright.
Okay. Aha! I have achieved freedom.
Nice.
Yes. nice. Very nice.
I have achieved wooden sword.
Mine is better because it's ebon wood.
Good job.
It's actually a real statistical fact. Wooden sword should be about 7 damage, but an ebon wood sword is 11.
And I made a wooden box.
Cool. I want to get a decent amount of stone, so that way I can do what I want to do to build my house. I want to build my own house
Alright,
this time.
do it.
Not like I didn't do it last time, but like last time wasn't really a house, it's more like a thing. And it was purely demonstrative instead of like an actual thing. Hmm.
There we go.
I wonder what I'm gonna find over to the right. Evidently not the corruption. I would have seen it by now. Did you make this a medium or a large world?
I wasn't paying attention.
Alright, do you remember? I think it was a medium.
Yeah, because
If I'm gonna
medium
be
is...
perfectly honest.
Yeah, because isn't medium default?
It is.
So then it probably was that because I wasn't messing with that. Yeah, medium.
Ow! Oh, this flying fish!
There, I have some armor.
Yahoo.
Adventure!
I already found a chest.
Nice.
I will loot all.
Oh, that reminds me. Green.
Yeah? What about green?
Green.
What about green?
Yeah, that. Free torches. I think I know where I'm basing.
Yeah?
There's a really cool place over, look at the map.
Ah! I can't see what you've discovered, just like you can't see what I've discovered.
Oh, well. I found a really cool double hollow tree.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, they connect right to each other, so I'm gonna dig up into it.
I'm gonna try and not be too vulgar with words.
Appreciated. Oh, no, I don't want that.
Like, maybe I can try and lessen it, but also... Whoa! Whoa! Good find on my part just now. What the heck? I shouldn't even have... Like, what the heck is my luck? Like, I've already got 2 platinum more. What? And a heart crystal. What the heck is this?
There, so now I could probably build in a little bit of peace.
Oh. Just like that. What? Ooh. Okay. Hey, that's right. Should have expected that. That's right, I got the achievement. Dead men tell no tales.
Dead men tell no tales.
Oh yeah, I guess I can come over to where you're at now. I still gotta go back and grab all that loot. I'm already a heart higher than you. Unless, you know, you were getting stuff too before stream.
No. Fresh character.
Well, mine was made today. Oh, I see what you mean. That's cool.
I'ma live here.
Fate living that dryad life. Ari!
Okay. Dryad.
Yeah. Dryad. That's what it's called in Terraria.
I will live not bound by walls.
She's a nature spirit. I think technically, according to Terraria lore, she's basically a nymph, but uncorrupted. Cacti! I am soon to fight zombies. Or antlions instead. That's, you know, that's an option too, I guess. Or I can just instead die. That's not what I want to do, but I mean, it could happen.
Yeah. Oh, there goes Ari.
Hooray! After all that effort I spent to armor Ari last time on the other world, and now we're all back to yeah. I know. I'm sorry, Ari.
You could have used your upsuited one if you wanted. I just wanted to start from fresh.
I feel like it's not fair if we do that, because if that were truly okay, I would have like my super broken character, and that's just like ridiculous.
Living in a tree, living in a tree.
That's like saying, oh, it's okay if you want to bring your god character to me, because that's like what I have in terms of. No. Gosh darn it. I have the. If that's not what that is. No. Ugh. Can I live? Okay. And I gotta. Aha! Bastard! That was deceitful. How dare. How dare. Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. Dynamite. I'm surprised I didn't blow up my torch. Side note, bombs.
Woo.
And iron. But mostly bombs. Will it be enough iron? Will vampires survive this round? Find out next time on. No, it just. It's not. Just. It's not Dragon Ball Z. It's Fate Tails E.
E?
E. Because it's that letter that everyone says all the time because it's apparently a freaking meme.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from. I just embrace it.
I'm not jumping off a building. You shut up. I'm sorry. Also talking to my brother. In the background. Hey! Glowing mushrooms. That's already pretty good. To just get glowing mushrooms ahead of the curve like that.
Estrogen equal E.
You know, that could be a thing. It probably is a thing. I'm just
Yeah,
dumb.
that's what it's
I don't know
generally
that.
called.
Oh. I just know that there was a channel in one of the Discord servers I'm in that we are all in, and there's a channel where everyone is just saying E. Non-stop.
Yep.
I have no idea what that had to do with anything other than just everyone is saying the letter E.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yep. I don't understand. I will never understand.
Yeah, and you don't have to.
Good, because I don't think I want to. It is confusing as all get out.
I have now a tiny starter base.
Does fate be?
Fate B?
Yeah, like last time.
Not sure. Probably.
Fate does be. Fate B's a lot. I got a wand of sparking already. That's freaking awesome. I should have phrased that better. Does fate is be? Aha! I have caught you again. Behold. I want 160 health. Yes. The power is mine.
Oh, a chest.
How much time do I have? Not enough to matter.
Jungle door. Or living door.
Okay.
That's a big crab. I found an extension to my base.
Yeah?
AK Ari found an extension to my base because she was here.
Neat. So do you want to build or do you want me to build?
But um, right now you can build. I'm just kind of.
Or would Ari like to build? Because I'm hearing what now? In chat right there. Does Ari want to build? Is that what that is about?
I think it's because Ari heard me talk about her. So it's like, what now?
Probably. Maybe. That could be exactly what that was all about. And I'm just dumb. Vampire does dumb a lot.
Yep.
Not nearly enough though. Vampire does not dumb nearly enough. Vampire can always dumb more.
Taking these living doors.
Living doors? Your doors are alive?
Yes.
Do they need consent before you open them?
Nope. Because they're already gone. My music stopped for some reason. Oh, that's why. The playlist. It's big. Don't judge the crab.
It's scary.
'Cause it's crab. Crab is just doing what crab does.
Krav Maga.
Heck yeah.
There's Krav no Krav Maga.
And now I have storage. Crabs.
Yes, Krav Maga. That's the kind of what? You can have my grenades then, Ari. Or you can just run away. Never mind. I will just pick them back up. It's fine.
Is it fine?
No, it's not. My inventory is literally chock full of everything. Let me see. Water leaf, day bloom.
I should probably collect some wood before I fully. There's just so many glow sticks down here.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Glow sticks are the most important thing in the entire game. That is a lie. You can literally sew my mouth shut now.
Yeah, I would eventually like to try to get into villagers a little bit. And like try to do the whole figure out how villagers work. I love glow sticks.
Alright, you can love glow sticks as much as you want, but you know, it's the absolute fact of the matter is that Ichor torches and what's it? Is it corrupt flame? Whatever the green thing is that's from the corruption later on down the line. That torch is also good because it's a torch and it burns underwater.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, I looked it up, and the only fire that I am aware, or not really fire, the only light source that I'm aware of that does not produce heat is bioluminescence, which I thought was really cool. And I only looked it up because of lore implications with my OC. And I mean Sunni, to be specific.
I like that you pronounce it that way, and I'm just over here innocently going, "It's sunny."
It
But
goes either
it's
way.
your
That's the.
character.
It goes either way. I pronounce it back and forth. I just do Sunni because of her more Asian-inspired inspirations.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. Because, like, if you pronounce her name in Japanese, it'd be Suni. But originally, her name is Sunny. Because sun puns.
It's your character. You can always change it however you want. For instance, if I wanted to, I could totally be like, nah, y'all are tripping. It's not Whisper at all. It's Y Spear.
And some people would be like, I knew it.
Yeah.
I got myself stuck a little bit. I'm soft stuck.
I just got fries. Hold on. No. Look at that. I've got. No, wait, that's Ari. That's fine. Ari, look at that. It's fries. Go show Fate. Go show Fate.
I'm soft stuck. Hold on. I came down without any wood. Like a buffoon.
I've got 397 wood. You're fine. I can just drop you some if you come over here.
I'm working on it. Going up is difficult.
Crafting. What does this become? Oh, that's terrifying. I forgot this thing existed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's bad.
Well, Ari's gone.
Up. It's fine. Alright. You don't have to come back, just like respawn whenever you get a second. No. Oh no. Oh, that's bad.
Ari is being attacked by a flying fish.
You needed wood?
Yes. Give.
Okay. Here. Oh,
Ari
well,
took my
it's
wood.
okay. Mine. I am deadly.
Yahoo.
Yahoo! That's
Yahoo!
how Black Star says it, right?
Yeah, just about.
Ah! Get out of here, flying fish. Nobody likes you. Nobody ever liked you. Worst villain ever. The flying fish.
I've learned something.
Yeah?
You cannot break dirt when there's a tree on top of it.
Huh. I thought that was knowledge that everyone had.
Well, apparently not.
I am looking at armor choices.
I like how the sunflowers glow in the dimness.
Toss that.
Anyway.
Well, I don't need that, or that. I can toss these two for now. Someone else can plant these. Drop. Or rather, trash. I'm building my own. If y'all want to move in with me whenever I'm done, whenever I have my stuff, that's one thing. But I am definitely building my own base.
I'll build something for myself more eventually. For right now, I just want to live in these hollow trees. I'm probably going to build more for the villagers first.
I see where I'm at and where I want to go.
I should probably get some torches, so I should probably fight some slime.
Let's see. Down there, right? Up here. And over there.
Oh, I didn't get the umbrella.
I have the umbrella if you want it.
You have an umbrella?
I legit have an umbrella, yes.
Shelter
I'm
from
a little bit
the
further to the right where
rain.
I'm gonna be building. So
Alright. What is that? I don't know.
cutting away trees. Hello.
Hello!
Hello, adventurer.
It had a glow stick on it.
Yeah. Here, you can have my glow sticks. I don't want them, nor do I need them.
A
Doing magic
savage
again?
umbrella. Yeah, I kind of want to do magic again.
Boom. Wand of sparking.
My familiar. But the real question is, do I want to go summons again?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't-
Dost thou, mortal?
I don't know. Because right now the only summons I really know are the, B ones and then just some
Yeah.
fun fellows.
Are you over here commenting on Fate details? The return of Yellow Jacket.
Nah, not this time. Yellow Jacket is for the other world. I'm too green for this.
You get it right, Ari. She's a dryad now. She's joined the cult.
I'm a lone mage, thank you.
Yeah, that's what they all say until they go green. Once you go green, there's no going word that means back but rhymes with green.
I want to come up with something, but I got nothing.
The first thing I thought of was, once you go green, you've left the scene.
That works. I like how there's just a inevitable drop down here.
Let me count out here with a ruler. 2, 5. Right. Okay. Right here is where I want to start this.
That's a lot of stone. Gimme. We're gonna go mining Fateway for a second. I don't know why I want all this stone, but I do. We're just gonna see where it takes me.
If these slimes could just, not exist for about a second or so. That'd be really much appreciated. Oh, look, more slimes that I don't appreciate.
I am
Another
utilizing
slime.
the smart cursor.
Ah, yes, smart tails.
I found a chest.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right. So that's
I got a
8.
boomerang.
Boomerangs are nice. Say 90, so I need to go until I'm at 80. And once again, I have to deal with another slime. Never mind, too. Because, you know, slimes. Gotta love them, right? Oh my gosh, they're the absolute best thing.
Meanwhile, Ari's like, platinum, baby!
I've got platinum too.
I got
just
a
need
rock.
3 more ingots. And I can make pickaxe.
Nobody's ready for this absolutely stellar fate humor.
No, nobody is ready for it because I didn't even realize there was fate humor to be had.
Because you both have platinum, and now he's just like, I got a rock. It's a Charlie Brown reference.
I haven't seen Charlie Brown in so long.
Yeah, it's a reference to the Halloween special where everybody got candy and he just got rocks.
That's hilarious.
Yup.
Poor Charlie Brown.
Yup. I'm just kind of digging in a straight line and seeing if I find loot, which is happening. I got some shurikens.
Excuse me, Mr. Zombie, if you could just die, please.
Oh wait, almost missed stuff. Free stuff. Looty. I also discovered that there's a recipe that involves a lot of swords.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for.
So my hoarding works out.
No, it doesn't.
Way to bring a fate down.
It's one thing to keep a bunch of items, it's another thing to hoard a bunch of items. I should know. I hoarded so many items, Fate. Way back when Terraria was a smaller world, I had every item in the game. Hard earned. Hard earned. So I'm telling you, from a player who started out by hoarding, you do not need to hoard.
But I like hoarding.
I'm not saying you can't. You definitely can. I've done so. But you don't need anywhere near half the items in the game to actually play the game.
I accidentally triggered a booby trap and didn't get hit by it. I also found some ore. I found copper.
I should have dropped 10 copper ingots into one of the chests at spawn if you wanted to go and take those.
I don't know what to use these for. I'm just currently oh yeah, tools. I forget. You can actually make copper tools in this game. She said booba.
Well, technically you don't need
Ow!
21 swords to make the Zenith. It does actually it will actually show 21 different sprites when you use it.
Something hit me
Trying
and
to
I got
remember.
poisoned.
I think it's 20 swords, unless you count like second iterations. Like
I found a mine shaft.
cause the Knight's Edge is used to make it, but there's the Knight's Edge and then there's the true Knight's Edge, and both are technically
Minecart!
used to make the Zenith.
Meow. How do you get off mine carts?
Um, there's a thing for it. I think for you it's shift. For me it's tab. Alright, wait. Where
You
are
can
you?
jump in mine carts. It is not shift. It is R. Okay.
Oh, you're both together. That's why. I was gonna say, Ari can come to me and I can give her a recall potion. But if you're both together and all the way down there, it's not that big a deal.
I found a painting. I also really like this backdrop.
What backdrop? What am I missing?
Hold on. Planked walls. I really like how those look. So I might just take these.
Oh, those! You can make that with just regular stone and wood at a sawmill.
Why? When I can take it for free.
I mean, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just letting you know that, like, if you can't find any, it is possible to make.
Julio.
You know, actually, looking at the house that you're in by looking at stream, I think that's where I learned to build houses from. I noticed that there's a specific way that the buildings are generated, and that the shortest limit seems to be like an 8x14. So I just copied that.
All right.
Just interesting, neat little factoids.
Heck yeah. I found iron. There's no goodies visible, but that doesn't mean there's no goodies at all.
Bait over here dropping facts. awesome. A fallen star just fell and obliterated a demon eye.
Nothing down here. Oh, Ari's coming to help me in the dig. Ooh, stuff.
Instead of making my house completely brick, I'm actually doing some of the inside with wood. Hopefully in a pattern that makes it look aesthetically pleasing.
Alright, now you're just digging in a hole back to back.
Isn't there like a Yogscast song or something about digging a hole? It's a Minecraft one or something?
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole.
That one.
Ow!
That one exactly. That's the one I was thinking of.
Like that song a lot. Ow! Leave me alone!
You have to fight back, Fate!
I am!
Don't let them overtake you!
I was just trying to dig my way up for a second. And they're like, but aha! Temptation.
Yeah.
Ooh, what'd you find? What is this?
I don't know. What is what? What is what?
I'm asking Ari since they're right here.
Oh, that's a detonator. Don't mess around with that. You step on that, you're dead.
That explains what the temptation meant.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not a joke. You will die immediately. Like, I could have the best armor in the game, and I'm not even sure. I've never actually tried to step on that with the...
It explodes if you press the button. I figured.
Never tried to press that while wearing the highest defense, so I actually don't know if that's even survivable. My assumption is that it's not, because I've played endgame armor and not survived, but I've never played highest defense and stepped on it, because I usually just break it. It's one of those things where it's like, oops, except for you don't know. Really don't know where you were when it happened. And you have to go and find your stuff if you're playing, what's it? Is it hardcore? Medium core? It's soft core? No, I think it's medium core. Medium core drops your items, doesn't it? Yeah. Medium core, that thing that nobody likes to do, but I had to do for that one time. Aha! I've made it to the top of my current house. Boom, 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 boom. No! I ran out
got
of
a javelin.
stone! When you're literally one stone short. Gosh! Come on.
I died!
Whoa, Akram's house. There's a reference to Akram here? That's actually awesome. I like that.
Yay, lost my money.
No, no, no. I don't care about the money or any of that, okay? Look, your death message literally says, was sent to Akram's house by Wall Creeper. That is so cool.
I don't really know what that is, so I'm gonna go whoosh.
Okay, Moonlord was not always the final boss. One of the old final bosses was actually named Akram. He has been since removed for a long time. But the armor that he provided was actually pretty cool. Like, I love the old dragon armor that you could get from him. It was so cool. I could send you a thing of what it looked like, the old spray.
Maybe later.
Yeah, later is what I meant. I'm not doing it now, obviously, because I'm going to get stone. Stone is far more important than what Akram drops. Or rather, doesn't drop anymore since he doesn't exist. Rah.
Rah rah rah.
Indeed.
Okay, I could have guessed that. And also, that is not the meaning of defenestration.
What is defenestration then?
To be thrown out a window.
Are you not playing on Windows?
I wasn't thrown out of a window. And also, that was a term that was brought up because priests kept throwing people out of windows, apparently. Which I am both amused and baffled by.
I've got a chest! In that chest is a beating heart.
Sounds like a very you thing to have.
I was referring to, like, you know, an like rib cage, your chest. But yes, that is a thing that I would just have lying around as well.
Why wouldn't a vampire have it?
Well, if I had one lying around, it wouldn't be to eat because after a while it would age and the skin would probably deteriorate to a more leather-like state. I would have it probably done up so that way I could keep it around for longer. It would be something that I would probably put up on a shelf or in a display case somewhere in my vampire mansion.
These worms are so whack. They take so long to gum around.
Yeah, that's how it works. Get on my level, Fate. That's a joke, by the way.
I don't get it.
It's not like a joke. It's like I'm just kidding around. There's a snail. It won't leave me alone.
Is it the snail?
It's called Giant Shelly.
Oh.
I don't know what it has to do with thee, but
Well, there's a whole joke about you'd be able to live forever, but you would constantly have the snail that follows you. And if the snail touches you, your life is over.
if this shell touches me, if this snail in particular touches me, I am dead.
Oh, so it is like the snail.
I would assume so. based on what your description has told me. No. Ah, no. Stop blinding me. Uh,
I got a blink root.
that's good for alchemy and making potions.
I mostly picked it up because I saw a blinking thing and I got curious. For all I knew, it was gonna kill me.
Well, that's what everything is designed to do in the end anyway. Red does like to troll his audience. Or victims, as he calls them.
I did find a whole bunch of silver. Not currently interested in mining it though. Currently.
Aha! Platinum! We made
Platinum.
it yet again. I should make a star made of platinum. Let me know if anyone gets that reference.
So far the answer is no.
Guys, those of you listening to the VOD, leave a comment if you know what vampire is talking about. I just mined all the platinum, Ari. If you came here for that. Oh, he's finding
I
deeper.
found a fairy.
It's gonna lead you to treasure. That's
Oh.
platinum above you. That ore that already lit up. There's a chest down there though. That's what it was leading you to. Be careful, that one is also a dead man's chest before you open it.
What does that mean?
It means if you open it, it's going to bomb you to death.
Then how do I deal with that?
You kind of need me. Give me a second, I will be over there to disarm most of all of that. Do you guys have... Nah, actually I won't even bother. Let's see, where are you at? Deep under there. So you took your tree down, right?
Yeah.
I mean like you took the tree to get down.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. That makes this easy for me. I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna help you out.
How can you tell it's a dead man's treasure?
I watched the stream.
But like that
There's
doesn't tell me
explosives.
how you know.
There's explosive blocks underneath it, and there's boulders above it.
Oh.
I was able to see it before the fairy disappeared. Okay. Let's see, where are you at? You're to the right. Okay. Got it. I want this, no. This map. There we
Oh,
go.
that's where I died. I didn't go far enough.
I see ya. Go through slimes real quick. The thing is, you don't have to open it as long as you know where the bombs are.
Which are very visible.
Not all the time. They're not always visible. Hence why I'm going to try and do that. Okay, so there's nothing underneath, for sure. That does not change the fact for what is above. We have to get rid of that somehow. La 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 la. You do not want to break the block underneath the boulder, by the way.
Obviously.
Because, yeah. Because then it falls on top of you and then you're dead. And then you basically destroyed your only chance of surviving. Okay. I only want the mace because it's melee damage. The rest is yours.
Looty.
Since I disarmed it, and that was the most dangerous part.
Taxes.
Yep. I'm surprised you guys didn't mind this.
We didn't come over this way. I literally was just trying to find my way back to where I died. And then I just went the wrong way, thinking I was going the wrong way.
You went the wrong way thinking you were going the wrong way. That's what I just heard you say. You meant
And that
right
is...
way.
No, that is correctly right.
You went the wrong way thinking you were going the wrong way?
Yep.
Then why did you keep going that way?
Because I thought I was going the right way on, like, a correction course. See, now I found what I was looking for the first time. I'm gonna explore this a slightly bit more. I have...
Okay.
What is this?
I took the platinum.
Sand. Sand's all yours. I don't really need it. Let's just say sand's all yours.
I think so.
Heck! My gravestone fell. That's hilarious. Come back to Span. I'm back at Span.
There is forge, there is not yet anvil. Boom, anvil I have made. Okay, if zombie can just...
Wanna see me do a dumb?
That's my job, but sure, go ahead.
Back down in the deep because I'm not learning my lesson. Eye of Cthulhu?
Yeet. Yeet, she says. This is definitely a dumb.
Aye!
It was gonna show up on its own naturally anyway. I mean, eventually it would have. Alright! I've stolen your money!
I'm not used to how little mana I have.
Well, I was working on getting you stars. Yes, target me. I am the melee fool. Very strong I am.
20 mana is so painful.
Here. Did you pick it up?
Oh, yeah.
I dropped 2 blue stars. Use them. More mana for you.
Oh, yes. Now I feel powerful.
And another one right there for you. Keep going. Hooah!
Got him.
Got him.
Oh, I picked up somebody's gold.
Probably ours. I haven't died the entire fight. I'm surprised.
I didn't die in the fight either, which surprises me as well.
No, no we
We
don't.
do it
No.
again.
No. No.
Anybody
No.
got a piggy bank?
No, I don't. I have a platinum pick though. I mine quicker. I've got like the best pick we can have right now. If I had Demonite, I could probably make it better. I think Fate has it though. Fate should have all the Demonite.
Silver sword. Is silver sword better than what I have? Hey, no.
I dropped an Ebonwood sword. I don't know who picked it up.
Wasn't me.
Alright.
Why do I have all the demonite?
Because you picked it up from the Eye of Cthulhu.
Alright. Here, let me toss it in a chest. Yeah.
Cool. I will now immediately take it and go and do what I will with it, which is bars. 25 of them. And then sword. Booyakasha. Alright, what build are you going for? Magic? Ranged? Melee? I'm going melee. Oh boy! I love my new sword.
I'm gonna clear my inventory and then go repeat my stupid mistakes. Because I can't seem to learn.
Well, we have enough Demonite. We can make a bow if you want to do ranged. And I can provide you 71 arrows right now.
Range is not my issue.
No, I was talking about Ari. But it's entirely up to her. And you can always change what build you want to go with along the road, so it's not even that big of a deal.
You're blowing in your mic again.
Am I
Yeah.
peeking? I keep
Not
trying to move it
peeking,
back.
but not quite
Like, is it
peeking, but
as I speak, or is it like
yeah,
just
it's when you exhale into your mic.
ah? Classless to wall.
Ow.
Ari has no class. You hear that?
Ooh, burn.
I will be not taking my anvil back, even though I crafted it. Well, I guess I took the furnace. I will give you furnace back if you give me anvil back. My base is off to the right. I don't know where you're going, Ari. My base is like right over here. Ah! I'm gonna build a big base. You're welcome to move in with me if you'd like, or you can build somewhere nearby. Like what it seems like you're fixing to do. Do I still not have enough stone? Alright, I have to give you back this furnace, but also I kind of need to use it. It's not mine. I didn't make it. I don't know who made it. Who made the furnace?
Not me.
Okay, so it was Ari. Alright, I need to give you your furnace. And then you need to give me my anvil back. Here, take furnace. I only have room for anvil. Thank you. Me. Yes, we know. Ari is Ari, and always will be.
You know what? I got what I wanted, so. Whoop.
Okay. Hi, Fate. How are you?
Hello. I got web chest.
Web chest?
Yes. I died
Web
several
chest.
times for it. No.
I have my own furnace now. Ooh ha 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 he. Ha hoo ha.
Who hardy har har?
Hardy hardy hardy. I like to party party party. Hardy hardy hardy.
Alright. So I know. So let me pull up a wiki.
Ain't no party like a vampire party, because a vampire party don't
Terraria.
stop.
Wiki.
That was actually a little
Villagers.
bit harder to say than what I thought it was going to be.
NPCs.
Ah!
So to get the dryad,
You gotta kill a boss, and we just did that.
check. So I need. Alright. Let's start with the merchant. Let's figure out the merchant, where he wants to live. He likes the forest. So we're gonna try to pair up the merchant with the fella
I
at
just have
spawn.
one question. Since you're on that menu right now,
Yeah.
where does the stylist like to live?
All right, give me one moment since I'm running over to spawn so I don't die while doing the things. All right. Stylus.
Yes.
The stylus likes the ocean and they like to be near either the princess or the pirate.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen then. I need to live by the ocean. My house is temporary. Whoever wants to live where I'm at,
Yeah, so we need the stylus at one ocean and the fisherman on the other ocean, because the fisherman cannot live with anybody and will only temporarily need to move the golfer to where the fisherman lives to activate those pylons. And the pirate, let me see about the pirate.
I just need to know which beach is bigger, which means I have to actually travel.
Yeah. The pirate likes the angler?
Of course he does. One sails, the other fishes. Why wouldn't like tell me what pirate wouldn't be fishing to get food? Like if your stock is low and you're not anywhere near port, you're gonna have to fish. So like all pirates by default know how to fish. They're all
Right.
fishermen.
Alright,
Just drunk
so.
fishermen.
Alright, so the merchant likes the nurse. And the nurse loves the arm dealer. Oh boy.
Yeah, they're in cahoots. The mechanic likes the goblin, goblin likes mechanic. I can tell that just by their dialogue.
Yeah.
That was implemented far before actual happiness was a thing.
I know, the one lady loves the, goblin tinker. The mechanic, I know
Yeah.
those two are together, because I've seen
said that.
paintings with them together.
Oh, I was talking about the dialogue.
Yeah.
The clother likes to
So-
live alone, doesn't he?
Who?
Either the clother likes to live alone or he likes to live near the dye trader, I would imagine, because they're both cloth based. One dyes the cloth, one
Clother.
makes the cloth.
He likes the underground cavern underworld. He likes the truffle and the tax collector.
For real? Get
Yeah.
out. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You would think that he likes the dye trader.
Who does the dye trader like then? Painter, nurse.
I'm a laugh if it's zoologist.
I don't see a dye trader.
He's the purple turban.
Ah, there he is. He likes the desert and he likes the princess, the arms dealer, and the painter.
Okay. Alright. I can get behind some of that.
Yeah, so the basic way that we would have to construct villages is we put them in their favorite biome with up to 2 neighbors that they like. And that's how we maximize their happiness, because basically it's like the penalties are really easy to avoid if you at least optimize that much, and then they get discounts and pylons.
They get stuff. That's what they get.
Yeah.
Stuff and things.
Yeah.
If you don't have the things, you must have the stuff. But if you don't have the stuff, well, I mean, clearly you're just not cut out for this game.
Yeah, so if
Everybody has the stuff. If you ain't got the stuff, what are you like? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life, buddy? Go out and get a job.
I'm currently gonna try to figure out some new armor situations. What's the next bit of armor I can make? That's
What
not-
armor are you at?
Wood.
Literally any armor. Literally any armor is above that, except for maybe save copper or tin.
I have
That would be roughly
3
the same.
pieces of silver. What do I get for that?
3 silver ore ingots.
I have
Or you get like an ingot, and you need ingots to make armor.
3 silver bars.
You need more than that.
Ooh.
I have an anvil at my house and a furnace. You are welcome to it, Ari. I have 4 iron bars too, though, and 30 iron ore. So I suppose I can make another if you want to really just take it. I mean, I'm gonna have to move to the beach anyway, because that's where my babe stylist is gonna be living. Yes, you heard that correctly. Vampire loves the stylist.
Nothing wrong with that.
Terraria girlfriend.
The living wood stuff look kind of cool.
That's because it is cool. Duh.
Anyway, how do I make armor? Like, what station is that?
That's either the anvil or the crafting bench. Depends on the armor that you want.
Cool. I'm meandering over to the right.
Meandering.
It's definitely not running.
Yeah, I'm over in the jungle. If you want to be in the jungle over here with me, by all means. But I'm struggling just on my own with what I have, and I have quite a decent bit. So when I say the
Yeah.
struggle is real, struggle is real.
Yep.
No
Spider Woman.
way! Oh no! Oh, that's
Spider
so
Woman.
good. I just crafted a regular boomerang into an enchanted boomerang, but it came with a godly stat. Oh man, that's rich. I like that. You can taste it. Taste divine. That is some good luck right there.
Heck yeah.
This is gonna be a good world. I can feel it. We killed Eye of Cthulhu first try with like hardly anything, and then now I'm getting godly stuff. That's how you know it's gonna be a good world. Like I'd be slightly bummed out, trying to use the Lightsbane instead of like the Blood Butcher or something like that, or getting Crimson Armor. But no, just the fact that I'm getting godly enchanted boomerang. Who can complain about that?
I
Not
don't
this
know.
guy.
Alright, so for right now, I think our best bet is to try to get the merchant here. So we need an empty apartment for him real quick. Which, that's easy peasy. I got plenty of wood for that, and we can just throw him in spawn for now.
Okay, I finally managed to escape this hellhole in the jungle that I've festered in for the past 5 minutes. It's a sentence I never thought I'd ever say. It's a word I never thought I'd ever say. Festered.
So, I am going to build...
Weird word.
I think I shall build a small house right here. Silent
Have you ever said the
phone.
word fester before?
Fester is a neat word, yeah.
Oh man, like have you ever said it before?
Yeah. I could probably think of an
Weird
occasion where
word.
I've used it.
Such a weird word.
Really is.
Very unique. Will Whisper make it past the jungle? Will he? Vampire boy?
Probably.
Maybe. I'm still full health and I haven't used any potions yet, so... Dude, this sword is like kicking everything's ass. This is a really good sword.
I really like my tree house. Let's see, I have door. Cool. Planked walls will be reserved for when I build my actual house.
Well, I knocked down a beehive and then it immediately killed all of the bees because it landed in water.
Oof.
And as science proves, bees and water do not mix.
No, they do not.
Might as well be lava to them. very interesting that bees and water don't mix.
Well, that just kind of makes sense.
Like how does it? But how does it kill them that quickly? I feel like they'd be able to like survive if they just got a little bit wet and like crawled. Like if it's shallow water, crawled out.
Not sure. I'm sure there's some easy science behind it.
You can. I was kind of using them to organize my stuff though. They were there as public chests, but they also, I mean, like, I was the only one putting stuff in there for a good bit. I don't know if you guys started to or what.
Dude.
Yeah?
Not you. The guide. He like opened the doors and let the zombies in.
Yeah, that's what NPCs are good for. Really letting you know that they like to give you the middle finger. It's exactly what they do. What you need is a good proper guide.
Is that a subtle
the
plug
rumor-
there, Willow Whisper?
There's a rumor going about that not all the guides are wanting to be guides. Some of them grow up in it, forced these teachings. They just don't want to follow.
I am built a simple shack for a couple NPCs. This room is missing a wall.
Have you met my friend, Sherlock? His first name is No.
There. I have made a small apartment.
Oh my gosh, this thing keeps knocking me back to this hellhole. I just killed him. So, at least I don't have to deal with him for now. Again. Never mind, I just killed another one. I had to deal with two of them. I think I'm about to pass up the jungle. Vampire has progressed past. That's right, jungle. I didn't need a single potion to defeat you. Dude, just this sword alone is so broken. And I made it to the beach. Ladies and gentlemen.
There's trapdoors in this game?
Yeah, I don't like using them. That's just me though. If you want to go ahead and give it a try.
Probably if the context is right.
We have the angler, so long as we have like the housing to provide him.
Yeah, we have a house for him. He's not who I wanted, though. Now he's just gonna complain about everything.
Yeah, probably. Let's see, what can I get rid of? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everything that I have is pretty much needed. Save for like 3 ore of tungsten that I don't need. But that easily just got replaced by this one item. So...
You good, Ari? All right, now we have another apartment.
Alright. I will trade you my dead man's chest for one of my regular brown chests that I placed that you broke at spawn. If you broke them. I don't know if you did yet. I haven't been to spawn to see.
Oh, another. Well, I guess it's not really something new I learned, but biomes apparently have like a hierarchy.
What? What about hierarchies?
Yeah, biomes have hierarchies.
Yeah, I know that.
So that means you can manipulate villagers with that. It won't let me break them.
To what degree?
If you put them on a biome, so like there's like diffusion biomes, and if you put them in a biome that they love, even though it's also paired with a biome they hate, if the biome they love has a higher priority, it'll override the biome they hate.
Oh, there's a death weed in here. I'll take this one then. And then I will pop this one down instead. There we go.
I'm just hanging out. Mostly waiting to see what villager comes next. Because as of right now, we have suitable housing for villagers.
Yeah. I have no need for these demonite bars. I will take this bomb instead. Oh, yes, Fate Tales, here. Spooter Man.
Woo!
Or Spooter Woman, rather.
How are you gonna get down?
Spooter Girl.
Just slowly accumulating more webs.
You can have up to 8.
That doesn't seem the most convenient.
It really isn't. It's just there as a, you know, a funny thing. It's a
Sticky
silly.
situation. Terraria in English? Yes, Terraria in English. Hello, welcome to chat.
We have first time viewer. Hello, David. I can
Hey.
see into your soul. You are a worthy viewer.
Are they?
Yes.
Thought I saw that name before. Oh well. I just realized chat can't even see what Ari's typing. There's a whisper in the way.
You're welcome. I like indeed to be in the way. That is a thing that I do.
Are you new to the game? Kind of. My friends here are experts, and I am the baby.
Big time veteran?
With probably so many hours, it's considered unhealthy.
Oh man, hours. You mean years.
You're just proving my case there, Wispy.
On so many different consoles. I've tried some on tablet, but I don't really. I don't. No, I don't count those. Xbox 360 and One, PC. Back on. Was it Windows 7 or was it Windows 8? I want to say 7. Yeah, I think it was 7. The Toshiba was Windows 7. Yeah. That old school of a laptop. Oh my gosh. And that thing was so durable too. Like, you could not kill it unless you were trying. It would not die. And by would not die, I mean the thing caught 1,000. Literally, I'm not even joking. I had to take it to my uncle. He looked at it and told my family, my mom, told back to her, it had 1,000 viruses. 1,000.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I didn't believe it. Personally. He had to factory reset the thing. And he put, what was it? Kaspersky? I think it was Kaspersky antivirus?
Oh, that
Which
is
is
water.
like a really good one. And cleaned the whole damn thing. It was pretty good. It's a pretty good laptop. And then I played on it for another maybe 3-4 years before it finally gave. It just died. The cord that I had plugged into it started fuming.
Oh
It overheated.
no.
And then when I got that replaced, which it was replaced good enough. The laptop itself just would not work the same. The virus that killed it was actually called the Trojan virus.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I don't even know what the Trojan virus is or does.
So basically, it
know-
disguises itself as something harmless, and then it takes over your computer.
No, probably, yeah, fair enough.
Because, you know, Trojan horse.
Yeah. I just didn't understand, like, how, in what aspect it had anything to do with the Trojan horse. But the way you describe it, it kind of makes a little bit more sense.
I wanted the chest. My gold!
Yeah? What about your gold?
It's the merchant. I will take one of these, please. Hey, fellas, do you like... Hello? Saving
what?
money?
There's 2 piggy banks now. Why?
Because I
We
didn't
don't
see...
need 2.
Too bad, now there's 2.
Now I have one. It's in my inventory. I am keeping it. Thanks for paying for my piggy bank. Ari broke it. I took it. Vampire thief. Yeah, that's right, Ari. Run away. My piggy bank. You cannot take it from me.
Precious. My precious.
I'm gonna talk to this merchant here and sell some of my stuff that I don't need or want.
Eee.
Like this mace that I don't need or want.
Alright, I'm back to where I died.
Congratulations!
Ow!
What'd you do?
Oh, nothing.
Did
He
you do that
just...
hurt yourself?
No, a dude threw a spear at me. It was rude.
Where's the guide? Found the
Probably in
guide.
his house.
He is in his house.
I'm back.
I need 3 diamonds and 10 glass, and I can
I just really
make
wanted
magic
a water
mirror.
chest. I also got a weapon upgrade. Whisper.
Yeah? Yeah, look at mine. I literally tear through the fabric of space.
Mine is so slow. I also have these.
Oh, those are fun.
I have no idea what to do with them. I also have a stick of dynamite.
That is terrifying. I will be running now. Actually, I will be running in the opposite direction because I want to see what's at the other beach. How big it is. I like big beaches.
And you cannot lie.
I'm appreciative that you read my mind.
We but share one brain cell.
1.5. We'll word it like that because the truth of the matter is that it's actually just one in a tumor.
I hate that this shark bait says do 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 instead of shark bait ooh ha ha.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. That is exactly what I thought. I was like, shark bait, hoo ha ha. And then I read it and I was like, oh.
No, it's worse, and I dislike him. He was almost cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the dynamite in here. You know what? Now I have enough chests to where I can sort my nonsense. I have 5 grenades.
Only 5?
Yes.
Oh, it's ice to the left.
I have so many explosives. I feel like I'm going to put everyone in danger.
Only with dynamite. That is not a joke. I am absolutely serious.
A large explosion that will destroy most tiles.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is not a joke at all. In any
I know
way,
it's
shape, or
not.
form.
I know it's not, but I'm amused.
Fate, look, there's one time ever that I'm ever gonna tell you don't commit arson. And it is in the form of explosions. Do not set off the dynamite.
You act like I commit arson on the daily.
Like, you can't tell, but I'm looking directly at your avatar on the stream.
That's funny. You're funny.
Thanks, I've never been called that in my life ever. I've been called Goofy. This is an award actually for me. Like, I finally achieved something that people have told me that I would never achieve.
Good for you. Whew. I'm curious. Do come back. Hi, what you got there?
What do you mean?
Ari placed a detonator in what I'm assuming to be TNT.
Alright. No. No. Don't do it. I feel like Apple talking to Orange.
And now I have the dynamite and detonator. It's explosives, my bad. I'll be accurate. And I'm gonna just hold on to those. And now with my money, I'm gonna go buy a second piggy bank.
Am I seriously about to fight a frickin' dandelion? I just killed a dandelion.
That's great. Where'd the merchant go? Loco?
Okay, I'm fighting a second dandelion. Okay, that's a thing that happens. Totally normal to the game. Totally normal. Small desert, yes. I ponder the existence of a desert temple. Do we get pyramid? No,
You know
evidently
what?
we do not.
What, Ari? Screw gravity.
What's funny is that actually,
Oh,
in my
there
old
she
world,
goes. She's going. She's going where no Ari has gone before. Oh, here she comes. We're not gonna see this. Oh, she's going up. Oh, here she comes. She's coming back. And there she goes. Ari has said screw gravity. We're gonna do the oh, there she I'm sorry for the briefest moment.
I wish I could see it, but I'm in the corruption biome. And it's not pretty.
She is basically pogoing with potions.
Yeah, I know. I figured. The moment I saw screw gravity, I was like, gravity potion.
Also, Whisper, you're not in the thing.
What do you mean I'm not in the thing? What
Are you,
thing?
are you not a part of green team?
I am.
I don't see you on the. Oh, there you are. You're just
Oh,
way
is
out
it?
of distance. Oh, Ari got murked.
You dare doubt my allegiance to the green team? How dare you?
Now why
I'm
aren't you fishing?
insulted.
The Terraria fisherman has joined chat.
The angler?
He is upset that we are not fishing. Dang, I found a cool sword I couldn't grab.
Dude, you totally missed the whole fishing arc that we just dealt. Like, you missed it. We fought Dread Nautilus. It was amazing. We fought Duke Fishron, even though it's like pretty hard mode. Doesn't even make sense really how that even happened, but it was crazy. There was a whole fishing arc that happened, and you just missed it, bro. I'm so sorry.
Mean. That's mean. Oh really? It's rewind time.
No, nope. There's no rewinds. You're gonna have to watch the VOD.
Oh. It's intermission time for Fate.
Is it for real, or are you just making jokes?
No, it is actually intermission time. It's 9 o'clock, which means Fate has to take her medication.
Ah, medicated Fate.
Yep. Fate needs to be healthy, so Fate takes the tiniest of medication.
Yes, only the smallest for the small person.
Here. You've lied to me.
Perhaps. Perhaps it was done all in such a small frame of time that you're missing the subliminal flash of that one frame. Because it was a single frame event. It all happened that fast. You really gotta look for it, bro.
Alright. Medication is consumed.
Ah!
There's a lot of eyeballs around my home. So fate is going to return to the depths. Actually, before I return to the depths, something is catching my eye.
If I am lying, may God absolve me of all my sin.
Oh, it's Capper. Hi, Ari.
Hey!
And down we go. Whee!
Shit! I'm dead. God has absolved me of all my sins. Through murder.
Through murder,
I guess I am a liar. God has proven it. God hath proven it.
Ow.
I must confess, I lied. It didn't happen in a single frame. It happened in half a frame. Take into account I am indeed a vampire and we are inherently evil. But as a wise man once told me, is it better to be born good or to overcome your evil?
I'm committing vehicular manslaughter on slimes.
That's not wrong. That's justice. I'm so freaking mean. So what is going on here? Vampire is amazing this stream. Just on point with everything. My laughs are all high pitched and stuff too. I'm all giddy and things and stuff.
I like how just kind of randomly I'm just doing things. I don't have a particular goal and I kind of like it. Now that I kind of have a more fundamental understanding of what the hell this game is.
Right? It's a lot more chill. Just run around and kind of do whatever instead of trying to like
Instead of be like, quest, I'm questing.
Well, I figured that would be the best way to kind of teach you like what everything is individually.
And then I still had to go learn it myself.
Yeah, really, it is a fuck around and find out kind of game.
Right
Did
now I'm just like,
parkour
okay.
my way past the ice. Yes, yes, indeed, I did. You know, I contemplated also streaming with you.
I'm surprised you still haven't gotten around to it.
There's a bunch of reasons why, but don't want to get into any of them right now. I say a bunch. It's really just a few.
Deeper I fell.
Already defied gravity, but fate invented it. It's actually the same death that I got on my other world that I was trying to talk about earlier. So I invented gravity on my single player world, but you invented gravity here on the stream world.
Yep. You know what? I'm gonna go adventuring.
You want to come adventure with me over to the left?
I was instinctively moving left.
Fate got it. Fate know the moves.
Mostly because I haven't been towards the left.
I have, to some degree. There's ice. Ice isn't really that hard to get past. It's just the corruption.
Water.
And it's only the corruption because of, like, all the things that keep flying around and won't leave you alone. Yes, yes, I see you, pixies. Fly away. Fairies, pixies, don't care. Oh, it's a desert storm.
I should really just make myself a bow because swords do nothing for me. I'm gonna run home and make a bow.
You gotta be a sword kind of person in order for swords to do something for you.
Huh, I wonder then why my statement feels so true.
Yeah, that just means that you're not a really sword kind of person.
I'm also not a person who can apparently scale small cliffs because there's 1,000 mobsters on me.
Wah! Ninja! What? Oh, well, I was a ninja.
Apparently you've discovered
Dude,
gravity.
you missed all the frickin'... I did discover gravity, it was amazing. I found ancient scriptures about this person called Fate who seems to have invented it.
Yep.
Ancient stone tablets found in the corrupted deserts of Terraria.
Let's see. We'll just kind of
The
take all
stone
of
tablet
these.
that I found describing this gravity particle or whatever was actually discovered in a chest not too far from the Crab Rave Cave, located next to the desert.
Cool.
How much mana do you have?
100.
You have 80.
I just made a mana
Oh, yeah.
star.
Okay. I was about to say. I was like, what? I looked at stream for 1 second and I was like, what? No. What? So confused. So confused.
How do make better bow?
I have Borgor.
Borgor?
Borgor.
I like Borgor.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm gonna make a bow.
Yeah?
There, I have crafted a bow.
Bow have been crafted by person with things
And stuff.
and stuff. You have the stuff to go with the things?
Yes. Not a lot of stuff, but it's stuff.
So not only has Ari defied gravity, but has reinvented
Yep.
gravity. That's a terrifying statement. Ari was like, "Oh, fate invented gravity."
So
Hold on.
can I?
Hold my beer. I can make it better.
How to make better bows? To the wiki.
With better materials, like demonite, which I put somewhere.
Weapons. Bows. Rich mahogany. How to
Yeah.
make copper
Let me just
bow.
stop you there.
You need 7 copper bars. I have 30 copper.
Yeah. No. Let me stop you there again. You want a better bow?
Yeah.
There.
Oh. That is indeed a better bow.
Told you.
And for now, I shall make a copper chest plate, so now I look so fancy.
Yep. I'd rather you improve your armor. We don't have the stuff to make shadow armor yet. We need the scales, and in order to get the scales, we have to kill the Eater of Worlds. I
Take
keep
some
getting Eater and
popcorn.
Destroyer confused. Hold on, I need to move the mic away from my face before I peek again.
Yeah, you were already there, Lamau.
Yeah, I only brought the mic closer so I could say hold my beer.
Had to get in those flex points.
Yep. Well, really, I was just annotating Ari.
All right. To the left.
Yes, the left. I've been to the right. Fuck the right.
No, I popped the slime's balloon. Now they're gonna have a sad time.
Wait, this isn't a political statement. That's not what I meant. I can hear the comments in the VOD. No! No!
No! Meme. Water. I missed my floaty tube. No! Another slime got their balloon popped.
Meh. Not worth the effort.
Head pats.
Not even gonna tell Fate about the balloon that I just heard pop around the slime.
Popcorn. Ooh, snow!
See, if I don't tell her, she doesn't acknowledge it. It's like being completely still in front of a T-Rex. They just won't see you. No, it's not just the movies. It works in real life. I promise. I'm a time traveler. I know these things.
I like how I showed some implications of slightly being stuck and Ari helped. Better sword! Wow!
You have the light span?
Superior platinum broadsword.
That was violent.
And the popcorn in the microwave is being very violent.
It's better to make a platinum pick because you can use the pick to actually mine out demonite.
Probably did. Well, I didn't make it. Ari just blessed me with an item.
Oh. Alright, did you at least make a platinum pick?
No.
You need like a platinum or a gold pick in order to progress ore-wise.
Apparently we're trying not to get hit with stars. I have a legendary silver pickaxe.
Imagine getting hit by a star. Couldn't be me.
Frozen pots, mine! I don't know what I got from them. Mine! I got silver.
Nope.
I like how I have some shurikens in my inventory. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
A hop and a skip and a denied.
Hop and a skip and a denied.
Hop and a skipping is one of my greatest phrases of all time.
What is up with the number of hollow trees in this world? Like, I'm not complaining. They look fantastic. You good, Ari?
Okay.
Mm.
Now that I'm over here, I can scratch my foot.
Oh, that's a sandstorm.
Yeah. It makes it significantly harder to travel in the corruption. Ah!
Did you know Antlion is also another Don't Starve boss? I don't know if it's one that's like actually like represented here, but like
No,
Antlion
the
is a Don't
Antlions
Starve
were
boss.
Antlions were here before Don't Starve was a thing.
It's still a Don't Starve boss.
Yeah, it's a Don't Starve boss. On here, it's not even a boss. Which actually really kind of puts into perspective the difficulty slider for Terraria here. Because
Pop,
if Deerclops is
pop,
nowhere near as difficult here
pop,
than it is over
pop,
in Don't Starve, then that kind of
pop,
lore
pop.
clarifies that Terraria is just a much more difficult, harder to live in place. Like, I would feel bad for Willow to just suddenly show up in Terraria and then boom, like massacred just by the Eye of Cthulhu alone.
No, Ari! She went free falling.
Nope.
Well, now I'm out here by myself.
Yeah.
So you know what
That's
that means?
alright. I
Time to warp
left
home.
or yeah, no, that's fine too. Because not like I could have made it to you in like ridiculous amount of speed.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I am but a copper-chested, green hair floozy. I don't need any of that. I got a worm tooth.
Well, I've got a bunch of silt now, so to the
Shuriken.
extractor. Walk away.
Popcorn.
I know better than to use the extractinator.
It's so orange. Did you throw tahini in it? Okay, it might just be the light then. Because it looks like you threw like Cheeto dust down here.
Aha! It is all useless. Okay. Back to iron.
Yeah, just in the blue, it looked like you just threw on some Cheeto dust. When really, it's just very buttery popcorn.
That's why every time I do popcorn,
What was it that I needed 5 topaz for? Ah, yes! Now I remember.
what I used to do is I would break the back open and
Just put that back there.
so sometimes
Ah! Star Fury. Vampire is fast. For 6 minutes.
Speed.
I am speed. I bet that's what every person feels like once they've done cocaine.
Probably.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Obviously.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna mention it in a stream that's gonna be uploaded as a VOD, it's like principle. I do not see Fate on the green thing. Fate, are you not on green team? I see Ari on green team, and I don't see you.
I'm slowly ascending upwards because I discovered a ladder at where your old house was.
That's probably where Ari got the Star Fury from.
I just wanted to go up.
Yeah, that's what happened to Martin. Look what happened to him.
Home.
Glad you didn't ask me about who Martin was. It really sets in stone that you knew exactly what I meant.
Oh. I'm busy enjoying popcorn to care.
Fair enough. Popcorn is amazing. And if you don't love popcorn, you're a psychopath.
Hey, now we don't hate on people for not liking what they don't like. Ari rediscovered gravity.
I never said that I hate people that don't like popcorn. I just said that it makes you a psychopath.
You don't invent gravity by staying on the ground.
You can be a psychopath and still be a good person. It's really hard. I can guarantee you that, but it's possible. Haha! Boom! I passed
No,
the
my
corruption. Hwah! Hello, Skeletron host. I will see to your end soon enough, skeletal god.
Dudes got murked by stars. I'm now realizing that the stars that are murking everyone is Ari.
Of course. Ari is the biggest star. Oh my gosh. Ari, are you secretly cooler from Dragon Ball Z? With the power of the big Getty star? It makes sense. I mean, Ari is the coolest one here. She's obviously cooler than Freezer. That must mean that she's ice cold. Oh wait, no, that's their father. Ah, that's right. Dragon Ball. The place of which we get all of the good jokes.
That go right over Fate's head.
Yep. I willingly choose sacrifice.
Well, Whisper got taken out by the mafia.
It's worth it, Fate. I have the best present for you. It is worth it.
Oh, well.
There's nothing over there. I guarantee you. You can come back if you... There's literally nothing over there.
But zombies and little hoodies.
Kill them if you want. I don't care. Kill them.
But they look so cute in the darkness.
It's called Eskimo, by the way. They're
Actually,
literally
that's
called
political.
Eskimo zombies.
Oh. Like, that's politically incorrect nowadays.
Honestly, from what I heard from my stepdad, who literally lived among them in Alaska, they don't seem to care. And by don't seem to, I mean they'd rather just get drunk and don't care. But that's just the ones that he was around. I don't speak for any of the ones that live anywhere else in Alaska.
You know what? Yeah. I have potions. I can use them. Hi.
Hi.
Hmm. It's a lemon.
It's not what I gave you. But okay.
I got a floaty.
Yeah!
I don't know where this lemon came from, but I'm gonna keep it. Because, you know, when life gives you lemons,
Life never gave us lemons, so we made them ourselves. Human proficiency.
when life gives me lemons, I give them to somebody who likes lemonade. Because it's
Why,
sure.
thank you, Fate. I do like lemons in my tea.
I do not,
It's
so
not lemonade.
I've increased my mana.
I like lemon tea. I don't like orange tea. The flavor is way more whack with orange. At least with lemon, it's like a nice balance. You give a person first aid.
Do you give the first person aid? Hold on. Do you give a person first aid, the lemonade, or lemonade, then second aid? What? What does it mean?
I got it. I'm not explaining it though because I don't have the mental capacity.
Ari is 2 above us.
Not really that far above me. If above me at all. My ego doesn't allow that.
Fair.
Mortals are beneath me. All of mortal kind is beneath me.
But is Ari mortal? Because according to some sources, non-binary and trans people might as well be God. Or gods, I should say. Because they defy the quote-unquote laws of humanity. And only
Look,
God
doesn't
can
it-
do that.
Just because your social status is God doesn't mean you actually have the power. Like if that were the case, then I would have godhood long ago.
I'm just kind of meandering back and forth. I don't really have an
gonna-
objective right now.
I'm gonna casually set my my Discord status to is a god. We'll see how that turns out. If I turn out to be a god because of this, we'll know.
I ate too much cum wafers and wine, so I might be Jesus himself.
Hey man, in high school, a guy literally told me straight to my face that I look like Jesus, and then proceeded to ask me if it was okay if he called me Jesus. My response was, of course. I mean, your funeral. But it happened, and he continued to call me Jesus for the entire school year. So,
Well, technically, that is a name, but Also Jesus, depending on
Yeah,
who
no,
you ask.
I was distinctly referred to as Jesus, not Jesus. So,
Huh? So apparently when Whisper was in high school, somebody said he looked like Jesus and was then promptly asked if it would be okay if they were called Jesus. I'm like, well, technically that is a name. In some cultures, it's Jesus. Yeah. Sure, you can bum some water.
My other dude. I'm just making a list.
what's Ghost got to say about it?
Oh, her attention was only grabbed because she heard a Mexican name.
Okay.
And she's like, what's the chisme? Chisme. That's a lot
Hey,
of text.
No, it's not that much. It would take 4 ibs of winf, so around 6.2 bottles, and about 42 loaves of communion wafers to make a full Jesus based on the average size of a Middle Easter man at tat time. Yes, I read it that way. No, I'm not going to read it the correct way.
Apparently there's a loophole where you can make infinite holy water.
In Terraria?
No, in real life, apparently.
What, with like mathematics?
Yep. Like, apparently this person's mom has like a 1-gallon jug of holy water. And if it gets too low at any time, they add it with like some other bits of water. And then because it still fits the requirements of how much it is allowed to be holy water at a time, it was able to, that. A drop of holy water turns it into all holy water and so forth. Doesn't.
It doesn't dilute. Yeah, because holy water doesn't dilute, 1 drop to a gallon makes a whole gallon whole.
Yeah.
Interesting concept.
So basically, if you go to the Vatican, get you some holy water, you can use this loophole to have infinite holy water.
Just barely survived. Oh, ha, 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 staying alive, staying alive. Sorry, that's probably copyrighted. I didn't think before I said anything.
It's fine. If you got copyrighted, that'd be more interesting. Because that means you were so on par with the actual song that you got claimed. Alright, Ari. See you tomorrow. We'll be ending stream here soon anyway.
Bye, friend. Vampire in a floaty.
Fade in a floaty. Free stuff. Ah!
You got turned into jam?
In a jam, here I am.
Look at Floaty! Look at my Floaty!
I got my own floaty too. We're floaty buddies.
I will wear mine forever. It will always be present.
Mine
all
is
times.
also present. It's just invisible.
I know. I mean, like, mine is going to be seen. It is going to be visible at all times. When you see me, you will see the face of a man with a floaty. Well, a vampire with a floaty, but
Now
you know,
that's fan art I
semantics.
want to see.
Well, so far you're my only fan artist.
Am I even a fan artist, though, is the question.
I have a character. You are a fan of it. You doodle it. That's a fan artist. Is that not? That's not how that works? I thought that was how that works.
I'm not fully sure. I don't normally do fan art. I consider myself more of your concept artist. But that's just
You
me.
were that too.
So is it really fan art if it's mostly my design? Based on what you've told me.
It is, and it is only under the premise of when you doodle it of your own volition. If I did not ask you for it, then it is fan art. There is art that you've done that I did not ask for. So you're both my concept artist and my fan artist simultaneously.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
And I also have designed Ari.
Yes. Boo ha ha ha.
I am the community concept artist.
Indeed, that which you are.
So I guess that technically makes me irreplaceable in the group.
No, you're still replaceable.
Free stuff. And then Ari gifts 1,000 bits. Thank you.
That's to make up for the line that I just said, which was brutally mean.
Gib cookie. Posture check. Ow. I got hit. Posture is good. Ah,
it
he's
good,
on
though?
fire. It is good.
But is it good though?
Good enough for fighting slimes. I have killed the sandworm. You're irreplaceable to me in my heart. Aww. So sweet.
Oh, if we're going with that logic, then yeah. Totally irreplaceable.
I see. I lost 40 silver. Oh, how will I ever recover financially?
I am just beating fate with words. Just so mean.
So mean. Anyway. I honestly don't know what I want to do next. I'm kind of just
I do.
meandering around and just not really getting anything accomplished.
I'm working on stuff and things.
I guess I
need to
am kind of
sell.
getting stuff accomplished. In a weird way, I'm getting things accomplished. Ooh, I have a blue slime banner.
Aha! I'm at 12 gold.
I have so much loot here. I found a free iron anvil. And
Does
another
Fate
painting.
want silver bars?
I would appreciate them. I don't really know what I'd use them for, but I'd appreciate them.
More armor? What armor are you at right now?
Pair of wooden pants and a copper chainmail.
That simply will not do.
You
What have you
don't
done
say.
with the rest of your silver?
Nothing, because I don't have a lot of silver.
So it would seem.
So it would seem.
So it would seem.
I wasn't lying about I'm really not getting anything accomplished.
So it would seem. So it would seem.
I'm just over here like, I'm just doing whatever. I have danger sense potions. I guess lemons can go in here. Limo. I have more of those. No, I don't.
So your only copper armor is a chest plate?
Yeah, pretty much.
Come hither, mortal.
Wanna let me get my ore?
Let your vampire god bestow upon you a
Sorry.
blessing.
This isn't CD Fate.
Oh.
CD Fate would be more excited about that premise.
Well, I didn't say your crimson god, I just said your vampire god. Doesn't have to be red. I mean, I am dressed in purple, you know. Someone had to spread corruption amongst these lands.
Meow.
Boom, boom. Yatta.
Yay, copper pantaloons. Oh, and a helmet. You can't turn off helmets.
Yes, you can with the clother. We have to kill Skeletron for that.
Well, then I'm going helmetless.
Well, then you'll go defenseless. You
I can
think
live
I
with
want to
that.
wear a helmet? Going helmetless is a luxury that we don't have until we kill Skeletron and get the clother. There's a luxury earned.
I am ignoring your social boundaries for the sake of hairstyle.
It's not my social boundaries you're ignoring, it's Skeletron's.
We killed Skeletron with bees.
No, you killed Skeletron with bees. I was taken aback in sheer freaking shock and awe by the immense force that is the bee gun.
It almost makes me wonder though, like legitimately, if we were to fight Bee Queen after hard mode, does that upgrade Bee Gun?
No.
Oh. So there's just no upgrade for Bee Gun. It's either just good Bee Gun or not good Bee Gun or very neutral Bee Gun.
There are upgrades for bee gun. It's called go to the Goblin Tinkerer and have him reforge it better. It costs a lot of money. Don't do it, it's not worth it. You can get better things anyway.
But Bee Gun!
You already said that you were forsaking bees, this world. You have
Yeah,
no
this
stakes
world.
now.
Not that world. That world, Bee Gun is still a thing.
Thou hath forsaken the begun in this world. This world is more imminent.
Is imminent the right word?
Immediate also works.
I'm feeling kind of tired for tonight. I'm kind of ready to call it an end, even though it's still
Is
like
it?
10 minutes.
Is it time?
I'm thinking we call it a little early.
I had a few things to finish up.
Well, I
But
shall sit
very
here.
well.
You got 10 minutes.
I got 10 minutes.
Yeah, because I'm gonna just sit
10.
here in the vibe.
10 minutes. Yes, 10.
Yes, 10.
Very much so. Very much 10. 10 is the number.
Yes.
The number, the big number. It is the thing that all things do eventually.
Well, if you don't hurry, it'll soon be 9.
I'm organizing. Back off, woman. Calm thyself.
Yeah,
Chill, as the cool kids say.
and once again, Ari is going to appear on this evening's credits.
Of course.
Not just in 1, but 2 sections, for sure.
Oh wait, how is Zombie Banner? I'm already yawning. Shut up! I'm not tired, I'm a vampire. I am up all night. Is
Well-
that morning yet?
Well, given that you have technically been up all day, that means you didn't sleep when you were supposed to.
Shh. No, you don't know where I live. I live in other parts of the world. Totally.
Uh-huh.
It is
Sure.
night. It is almost morning, but it is not morning yet.
Uh-huh, sure.
Indeed. Very much so.
Hmm.
If I am lying, may God kill my character to absolve them of all their sins again, like they did last time.
Immediately dies.
Oh man.
That'd be funny.
A little bit. I am actually lying. But for the sake of character. I need to get up here with the anvil. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Boom. Shakalaka. Wait. Where's the thing? Aha! Boom! Shakalaka. I have. Who's bedooping me?
Badoop. Boop. She-doop. Boop boop she-doop. Boop boop she-doop. Dory doop. More doors for me. Label these. Another Dory D. It'll do for me. A couple of Dory D's. I need to re-listen to that remix. That's a good remix.
What?
Do you not
I've not
know?
opened the door. It opened. I thought you left it open. That is not my fault.
Huh?
You were the last person out.
What?
I was talking to my brother. He was asking about the door.
Oh.
But he was the last person out, so it couldn't have been me. I've been here this entire time. He can listen to the VOD. He won't. He doesn't care. I'm the only person who cares.
Sag. Wonder.
I'm struggling
Eli.
trying to get stuff ready.
Eli Beatmaker.
Eli Beatmaker? What is that?
He's a dude who remixes songs. and they're really fun. Shadoop.
My brother's
boop,
name is
shadoop,
Eli.
shadoop, shadoop, boop, boop, shadoop, doop, doop, shadoop, adore boop, doop.
I will not specify if it is
Shadoop.
middle or first name.
Shadoop, dory doop. More doors for me, little door for me. Nothing doors for me, is a door for me.
I'm getting
Another door
Hadoops
for
from all
me.
over.
No do for me. A couple of dories.
Okay. How close? How close are you?
Huh?
How much time? How long has it been?
You got 8 minutes.
Mandibles.
Probably.
Mandible. Really?
Probably. I haven't really been paying attention.
Lots of doors for me. A door.
I think you got 5 minutes.
A door for me. It'll do for me. A couple of doory deeds.
I'm just kind of playing around with.
Went from 8
stuff.
to 5 in like 20 seconds. That's...
I was very slow in my math. Give me a second, mans. Time math is not good for Fate, who has not been paying attention.
Okay, well, Vampire needed a moment to hydrate. I needed a victim for a moment.
And Fate just really wanted to hear some good old pesky bud.
We had glowing mushrooms, and I don't know where they're at. Had. Past tense, because I don't know where they're at now.
I know I don't have any. I just have the regular mushroom variety.
Alright. Are you still on stream? If that's the case, then that stops one thing that I was gonna do. Which actually makes my list shorter. So, I mean, thank you, but also not thank you, because I was gonna do a thing. Maybe, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. The point of the matter right now is that we don't have them for some reason.
Yeah.
And I'm at 12 gold. And my inventory looks a little bit better. And I have bombs. And a godly enchanted boomerang.
Nice.
Yes, everyone remember that my boomerang is godly.
Nice.
I'm gonna put this over here. This over here. This over
I
here.
was like, maybe, I don't remember.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
It'll do for me. A couple of Dorities.
And then I do this and that, and
I shall
this
sit.
here, and haha! I think stuff. Yes. Inventory looks to be a little bit neater, nicer. And I have unloaded all of my inventory into everything except for these few things, which I'm gonna go ahead and drop now. Put it there. And check real quick. All the way over here is not what I want or what I need. Over here is a few things that I need and or want. And what about over here? Over here is not. What about past that? Past that over here. Nope. Not. Okay. So that means I'm gonna have to do a lot of that on other worlds. Which is a pain.
Yep.
But fate has made a mistake, a fatal mistake. Yes. You have allowed me to make progress on other worlds off stream.
E.
You have allowed that. And because you have allowed that, I will come back twice as strong next time, if not more so.
Knowing you, it'll probably be 4 times.
Probably. I'm gonna show back up both like the Night's Edge and all of that ridiculous
You're
stuff.
gonna come back having defeated the Moon Lord off stream.
Don't tempt me. I might. Just because you said that. I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking maybe I'll go a little bit further, not really leaving pre-hard mode, but no, you've thrown the gauntlet. You've thrown the gauntlet. Alright.
Speedruns Terraria off stream.
I got a whole week to get as far as I possibly can.
Meanwhile, Fate just like, how do you make pickaxe?
You know what? Come over here. What pickaxe are you at right now?
Legendary silver pickaxe.
Yeah, legendary's not good enough. Come over here. I got this. What's your sword at?
Superior platinum broadsword.
Yeah.
That Ari
Come over
gave
to you.
me that I
You're
haven't
not fast
used.
enough. You were not fast enough. I need to come over to you instead.
Yay!
You can mine what I can mine.
Ow, ow, ow.
And thus, I no longer need platinum. Whoa, wait! It might have been... Okay, it's on. Crafting. Moving on to... No, I'm not touching platinum again. Too expensive.
I have a zealous demon bow, a keen one of sparking, a large platinum pickaxe, a wooden hammer, an annoying copper axe. Ugh. And then just some assortments of things.
I could feel that, yeah, from all the way over here. Let's see what armor I can make right before I leave.
Oh, I didn't even look at what my armor is called. Copper chainmail, copper greaves, a violent band of regeneration, and an intrepid inner tube.
I have an arcane inner tube. You might want what I have because it increases mana. Come over here and we'll trade.
Yes, let us trade our inner tubes.
You know. It gives me +3 melee speed, and you get more magic.
Yay, I'm now up to 140 mana.
Yep.
Yay!
So I get to attack faster with my huge sword.
And I get like what? 5
You
more
get
spells?
Yeah, basically. 5 more casts.
So this gives I get 10. I get 10 more shots.
Yep. I'm thinking there's another wand of sparking in one of these. What's your wand of sparking at?
Keen, which is 14
Okay, yeah, so yours is
damage.
better automatically.
Yeah. Okay. Are you done? It's 10 o'clock. We've officially reached the 3-hour marker. I cannot wait
Sorry.
to see
Yeah,
how
go ahead.
much What?
Boop.
Oop.
Boop.
Okay.
Boop is a thing. Did you ever hear about the boop? Boop was a thing that happened a long time ago, where I stuck my finger out, touched your nose, and went poop.
Oh goodness.
It was a huge event that happened.
But I can't wait to figure out how much my how much this month's income just went up from tonight. Ari's too much, man. She's too sweet. She needs to stop being so good. Too much support.
Yeah, Ari's name, if you didn't know, it translates from gibberish to English. It literally means support.
Apparently. I look over to my roommate. She's like half hanging off the bed.
Oh man, I wish I could do that. Oh man.
What'd you
Oh,
say?
this sounds like such a good time.
Oh, she's having a moment.
A moment.
Yeah, a moment.
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 Ma.
She's so comfy. But alright, it's now the end of stream. Fate is tired. Legit, almost getting a headache. Kinda tired. Probably need more water.
Maybe you need more water.
Here. Bam. I don't have
Made a
an
lot of love
emote
resist.
wall. Man.
No emote walls for Fate. Fate not emote wall at all.
No, I won't kill
What?
you. Ghost
Whoa, wait a minute.
Ghost just rolls over and she's like, kill me. And I'm like, no, I will not.
I might. Where are you? Give me your heart. Vampire is hungry.
Whisper said he might give heart. She's doing the toddler thing of kicking her feet very violently.
Okay, the next thing that she needs to do is go, "Ah!"
She did. She's really having herself a nice little moment. So you know what? I'm gonna have my moment. Throw on the Froggy song. And we're just gonna call it the end of the stream.
Yeah?
Sit back.
Is that what you call a stream ending?
Yes, actually. Very
Mm,
nice. Very sweet.
We will see. We will see if Vampire is satisfied.
Well, tiny vampires, say goodnight. Or not.
I refuse.
Well,
I
since
was made tiny without consent.
since the tiny vampire is pouting, I hope you all had a really good stream, and I hope to see you again next time for whatever shenanigans we get up to. I've been Fate Tales. This is my friend Wispy. We shall see you again next time. Enjoy the Froggy song, friends.
Froggy!
I lived in a pond that I called my home. Made friends with the weeds so I wouldn't feel alone. But plants aren't good at conversation. I need to find a new location, so I venture out into the unknown. Wishing on a star, but no more waiting for a sign. Trust in myself, and who knows what I'll find. Moving on to a bigger pond. Hopping on to somewhere I belong. 'Cause it's a big old world and there's a place for me. A place where I can find my family. on a star, but no more waiting for a sign. Trust in myself, and who knows what I'll find. Moving on to a bigger pond. Hopping on to somewhere I belong. 'Cause it's a big old world and there's a place for me. A place where I can find my family. So sing along to this froggy song. When the world is spinning you round and round, and you feel it rocking you to the ground, gotta hop back up and don't wear a frown. Don't let it get you down. When the world is spinning you round and round, and you feel it rocking you to the ground, gotta hop back up and don't wear a frown. Don't let it get you down. Wishing on a star, but no more waiting for a sign. Trust in myself, and who knows what I'll find. Moving on to a bigger pond. Hopping on to somewhere I belong. 'Cause it's a big old world and there's a place for me. A place where I can find my family. So sing along to this froggy song. Somewhere I belong. Sing along to this froggy song.
And as always, listen up, bozos. Yo, you are valid as but you smell like dog caca. So, go take a dang shower, eat some good food, drink some water, brush your teeth, get some good sleep,